Good morning. I made it. I made it. Good morning. Yeah, I'm here. So I want to start out by saying while I may do lives often in this group, they will never be long because I know everybody has things that's going on in their lives. So the first thing I want, did I say good morning? I think I did. Anyway, good morning. First thing I want to talk about is it is okay for you to invite people that you know into this group. That it's fine, with the one caveat is that they did have experience with a narcissistic mother. And I say that because uh, I want you to feel safe in this group. I don't want you to feel like you've got observers in here watching and listening to what you're saying who doesn't have the same uh, experience in life with the narcissistic mother as you do. And I'm saying that because I've had people try to come in to do research to gather information about you, and I'm not going to let that happen. They're not going to come in here. So if you invite somebody, because it's always good to have a buddy, it's good to have a buddy. So if you do invite somebody, just make sure that they had a narcissistic mother, and they will identify with the women in this group. Um, yeah, yeah. Everybody needs to feel safe, and this was created to be a safe space where you're free to share your experiences because you know that the people in the group understand and are not watchers. Now, whew, that being said, deep breath time. So here we are. There's that. We're going to talk about waiting to be blamed. Golly, that was such an experience in my house. Waiting for my mother to blame me for something that I definitely did not do. Walking on eggshells while I wait to be blamed for something. And here's the thing about that. Every time that I was waiting to be blamed when it finally happened, I was dumbstruck. I didn't have any words to defend myself because it was so out of the blue and so crazy making. When she said it, I couldn't respond. And she took my lack of response as guilt that I did it. So I went through much of my life waiting to be blamed. And then I carried that over after I wasn't in her life, in her house rather, anymore. I started running into other people who blamed me for things that I didn't do. Even as a kid, when something happened in the neighborhood, my energy attracted that for me to be blamed for what other kids did. I walked around with that energy. And that being said, we're all energy and we attract things to us that the things that are familiar to us. And I alluded to this earlier this week, in that we attract mates who bring familiar things to us, things that we know how to get around, how to deal with, how to work with, and all of this. But why did you move my keys? And the brain just does a thing. It does not compute. It does. Move his keys. I haven't seen his keys. And by the time I was able to respond, I had been marked guilty. Waiting to be blamed. Waiting to be blamed at work. Waiting to be blamed by your friends. Waiting to be blamed by your colleagues. Waiting to be blamed. Heavy burden to bear. Because you get, like I said, dumbstruck, and you don't know how to defend yourself. How do you defend yourself? Like, why did you move my keys? How do you prove that you didn't do that? How they don't have to prove that you did do it, but you're going through your memory banks and stuff. How do I prove that I didn't move those keys? Which take you into another place. But the place, all of the places are designed to keep you off center. All of the places, all of the blame is designed to make sure that you never have time to gather your wits. They're all designed for that you're always just a little off center. Always. So this, I believe, will be the last video for the week. And I'm going to check for comments, questions, see if I see anything. Okay. Yeah. Any questions? Just feel free when you see this to write any questions that you may have in the chat, in the comments. And another thing I wanted to mention, you will, I haven't done it for everyone yet, you will get a friend request from me that you're free to accept or not accept, either way. But I send out the friend request so that we will have a way to connect outside of the group when you have a question or something that you may want to hear from me about your own situation. So we'll be connected. If we are friends on Facebook, we'll be connected on Messenger. So look out for the friend request. That's why I send it. No other motives, but that's why I send it, so that we will be able to make a connection outside the group. And all of you have gotten at least one message from me already on Messenger. So look in your area where messages go that are not from friends of yours. Okay, I think I said that right. There is a place that's somewhere somebody's trying to contact you, but they don't show up on the Messenger feed because they're not a friend of yours. So you'll find my message there for you. Anyway, have a great weekend. I'll be in the group in the weekend, but I won't be doing it live. And I'm going to sign off now. Waiting to be blamed is the name of this, but I don't do that anymore. Let's see how we can get it to the point that none of us are doing that anymore. I'm out.